This weekend, these two powerhouses are at or near the top. Most people's NFC hierarchy this season. Great offenses, great defenses, great storylines. So, Nick, who wins America's Game of the Week Sunday on Fox? Bucks or Rams?
Big weekend for the much maligned committee, and this will be the beginning of its vindication. When the Bucks fall to the Rams in Los Angeles, and the Rams take their rightful spot amongst everyone's tiers or power rankings as the best team in the NFC, as the committee already has them. And here's why. Here's the thing.
The power rankings.
I don't understand why Tampa is favored on the road. This implies, by the way, this line implies Tampa should be and will be favored every game they play the rest of the season. I think that is folly. Secondarily, I understand, Broussard, that Tampa's offense has looked exceptional. Nobody can deny that. What's also true is they've played the Cowboys and the Falcons. This game right here starts a stretch of not good, but potentially great defenses Tampa has to play. While we're playing the highlights, I'll tell you the schedule. Rams, Patriots, Dolphins, Eagles, Bears, Saints, Washington. That's 7 in a row. The worst defense they play in the next 7 is the Bears. So I think we're going to get a good idea of how great this offense actually is. I also think that last year when they played, they picked their poison. We're going to make sure Aaron Donald doesn't do anything against us. And Donald didn't have a single sack, a single tackle even. Everyone else got off instead. That didn't work for him, so I think they might adjust, and now Aaron Donald can have a big game. For all those reasons and countless more I don't have time to get to, the Rams win at home against the Bucks.
Nick, let me tell you why the Bucks are favored. Because they're the defending Super Bowl champions. They went into the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field last year and won the NFC Championship game. They brought back all their starters. They're better. And I know the defense hasn't shown up yet, but that defense has a track record, and so does the defensive coordinator, Todd Bowles, that tells me have faith. All right, and I know you don't want to hear this, Nick, because this is going to add major league insult to injury. But I believe Tom Brady wants to go 20-0. You picked the wrong team to go 20-0. I believe I'm not saying they will, but he wants to. Which Wilds? Because I know you're going here. Wilds, This shows Brady won't overlook this game. Brady, he can talk about Foxborough, Papa Brady, and Alex Guerrero can go out there and talk about the Patriots and what the return to New England will be like next week. No. Tom Brady is focused on the Rams. And those Rams, as good as they are, and I like them, but they struggled with Indianapolis last week. An Indianapolis team that was banged up across the offensive line. An Indianapolis team that starts Carson Wentz at quarterback and was missing their best receiver, T.Y. Hilton. Tom Brady's going, even without Antonio Brown, who might miss for COVID, Wilds, Tom Brady will have a big day because they got weapons galore. Tampa Bay wins, to everybody else on this panel's surprise.
Okay. It would be surprising to me. Because I don't think he goes 20-0. I don't think he goes 3-1. I think in 10 days we are going to wake up and the Tampa Bay Bucks are going to be 2-2. But first we'll talk about Sunday's game. There's 3 truths and a mystery. Here's the truth. 1, you're not going to be able to do anything against Jalen Ramsey. Against the Colts, he was targeted 4 times. The guy, he gave up 1 catch, 7 yards, like a 0 quarterback rating if you're targeting him. So somebody is out. Maybe it's Mike Evans, and you got AB out. So this massive offense all of a sudden has shrank courtesy of Jalen Ramsey. Number 2, you know Matthew Stafford's going to cook. They've had 6 touchdowns. He's thrown for 6 touchdowns. They haven't had a drive less than 70 yards. So these aren't like short field position drives. They are moving the football with ease. Number 3, Aaron Donald. As Nick mentioned earlier, the last time they played the Bucks, Aaron Donald wasn't statistically relevant. No tackles, no sacks, and they won. So either he's not statistically relevant, getting double teamed, and someone else is making it happen, or he is statistically relevant and is up in Brady's grill. Brady got hit a few times last week, coughed up a fumble. And the mystery is this, and Nick, I'll throw it to you. You can't tell me that the biggest game in NFL regular season history, Tom Brady isn't looking ahead a little bit. He's not a robot. He is a normal person. And if you had a wedding, a surgery, your wife's giving birth, like you, 9 days out, you're a little bit like this. You're a little bit off. And I think Tom Brady is. You might say, Wilds, no, he's totally focused on it. He is? Then why is he literally being asked questions about it at the press conference? It's the first time I ever remember at a press conference before a big game, you're talking about the game 2 weeks from now. So I think Tom Brady is great. I do not think he is a robot. I think part of his brain is thinking to next week in the Patriots. I think they lose this week.
Well, even if the audience is like, no, Brady's not wired like that, I would imagine there are certainly players on the Bucs who are wired like that, who are thinking about, Brady brought us a Super Bowl. Brady changed my life. Brady made us relevant. We've got to go beat the Patriots. So I do think there could be players looking past it. I believe the Rams are going to win. My only trepidation, and Broussard mentioned it earlier, so I want to give him credit before we wrap the show, is that guy who just threw that pass. So, arguably, the first big game Matt Stafford has played in 5 years. I think he's going to be fine, but Stafford has not played in a single game with any stakes whatsoever since January of 2017. That part makes me a little nervous, Jenna, but the Rams win.
Conversation continues right now on Undisputed. Have a great weekend. We'll see you.